Greetings. This is your divine soul sister Ashaki coming in with one of my spirit seems to always pull me to do things like at an inopportune time. But while the juices are flowing as far as my creative juices and the information is coming into me, I'm going to be obedient. So here I am with pretty much a bare face, the remnants of makeup, like it's very little makeup, no freaking jewelry. I already took my leggings off because I was preparing to get in the shower and Spirit was like, you need to do or create one video per day for the next week as we move into 2020 and share wisdom from the decade. So that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully it'll be well received. If you've been following me any given length of time, I have this way of giving poignant information in a very compact and shorter period of time. So that's the way it comes in. So spiritual download information comes to me very quickly, and I share it as precisely and concisely as I possibly can. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Ashaki, and I am the person behind the company Divine Soul, and what my purpose with this channel, with my business, and with anything that I do in regards to spirit is to help people to tune and tap into their intuition through the use of my own gifts of divination, empathy, healing, and just no nonsense and common sense. Common sense is a superpower that some people do not possess, but that's another story for another day. Nevertheless, here I am looking very unprofessional, very much beat down from the day, but of course that's the way Spirit will have me. I see some people, they look gorgeous on their videos, and I always, to me, look disheveled, tired, unkempt, and so, but nevertheless, here we are looking down the nose of, another thing is we're shooting from my bedroom in the corner where I have my Reiki symbols. I'm a Reiki master. I also have a list of, I don't even know where this came from, but I will share what it's all about, releasing attachments and obstacles and things that I will occasionally peruse when I'm going through certain situations in my life. So I don't want these videos for this week to be very long. So let me get right into this information. So one important lesson that I have learned is to be my full and total self, to accept myself. And that has not been easy for me. For someone that has run from who she was for most of her life, only accepting bits and pieces that were acceptable to others and to the community or town, city, wherever I ended up being at a particular point in time. It's been very difficult for me to embrace those parts of self that I didn't feel were good. Because I was shunned for a lot of things. One of those things is my intuitive ability. Even though I'm constantly trying to hone that ability, I always was one that I would know certain information. I would just know it. I would feel it. I'm very clairsentient, very much. I feel a lot. I'm an empathetic healer. And with that, I would dream also. And I would know things prior to. And the few times that I shared information that I knew, or I would say I feel like, I was absolutely shunned, told never to share it. I come from a very Christian background on the surface anyway, even though, I come from a line of other folks as well. But it was like, that's evil. Don't say that. That is not of God. And so I took those things and I pushed them down and swallowed it down until I was sick. I pushed so much of myself down that it's been a nearing 7-year journey. 7 is such a spiritual number, but it's been near a 7-year journey of me rediscovering myself and parts of self that I had buried down so long ago. that it's not ridiculous, because that's a part of the journey and the process of me rediscovering myself. And I understand, I see how putting myself and placing myself in new experiences, allowing myself to feel and to do things that scare me, force my hand, so to speak. I got into a point where I was so exhausted with the life I was living, and I was so miserable living the life I was living, that I decided to start taking a lot of risk. And that was not something that I did. I started doing a lot of different things, but it forced my hand, and it transformed my life. It's still shifting. It's still not where it's supposed to be, but it's getting there. And I'm much more happy being my full self. Is everything like I want it to be? Nah. But I've come so far. So one of the most important lessons that I learned over this decade is accepting myself. And through accepting myself, I have been more accepted by others. I don't water myself down in any setting. Not at work, not in my community, not in my neighborhood, not around my family anymore, not around my friends, not around anyone. I'm myself. Even though there are many facets of self, like you are multifaceted. So the self that one person may know, like my girlfriend Jessica, peace to Jessica, love her so much. There are parts of self that she gets to see that people that I work with, they may not see all of it. They may see a little inkling of it, but it's still me. It's still me, just depending on the setting and depending on my comfort level. But as far as me being able to look in the mirror at this chocolate face and this nappy hair and this body that has given birth 6 times, and these very African features that I used to hate, absolutely hate, for me to look in the mirror and love what I see. Every blemish, every curl or nap that's in my hair, every scar, every stretch mark from giving birth 6 times, I embrace those things. The voice that I speak with that I do not like, even though people tell me that there is salve in my voice, that it brings them comfort to hear me speak. The eyes that have seen so much pain, but have also seen so much joy. Self-acceptance is major. It's a major key. May we continue to embrace our full and total selves moving into 2020. And if the divine sees fit, I will be back tomorrow with another video. I love you all so much. Happy holiday season for those of you that celebrate, and for those of you that don't, wishing you an abundance of peace, love, light, and always balance. It's Ashaki, from my divine soul unto yours. Peace.